over to this segment we like to call Sad. Not a segment you want to be on, but the bearded one, James Harden, is the focus in this one. Set an NBA record tonight, Antoine. Most turnovers in a season, breaking the record of 374 that he set last year. How about this? They still have 17 more games, so he's going to increase that turnover mark. Do you think this just comes from the position that he's in, has the ball in his hands so much in Mike D'Antoni's offense, or is that because he can get careless at times?
I think it's a combination of both. I think, obviously, if you look at their roster, Pat Beverly's the other point guard, if you want to call him that. He doesn't really handle the ball because their offense is so built on pick and roll and him creating for others. And then you got Lou Williams and Eric Gordon. Those guys are not point guards either. So, obviously, the usage is very high.
For sure.
So you're going to turn it over a little bit. But also just hero plays, if that makes sense. A guy trying to make hero plays. I think, James Harden and Westbrook, they had the ball so much. Those guys sometimes get caught up in it. I think Steph Curry's probably fits into that. Your man, when you make those hero plays, you have those turnovers.
Trying to save the day.
Yeah, but I think with James Harden, what he has to understand, it's got something that he should take very serious. It's not necessarily hurting the team and winning, but you get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Those, possessions are hard to come by.
For sure.
You got to be solid. You got to be crisp with passes. You can't try to make, difficult passes in traffic. You got to be on one accord. So it could come back to bite you where it could become very serious. We haven't seen it yet because they're winning right now. He's leading the league in assists, so the ratio looks in his favor right now. But it can get into the playoffs where those possessions become very serious and key, and you got to be able to trust this guy late. And I'm sure D'Antoni has talked to him about that. It's not a great stat to have.
Not at all.
It is sad.
Hands down, it is the right name for the segment, especially when you're playing a team that's great defensively, like Utah, like they were tonight, to your point. Every possession is so critical when you're in those type of games, and you don't want to waste possessions because you need those in the crunch time.
Yeah, because playoffs, and he has to understand that too. And if I'm D'Antoni, those are some of the things I'm talking about. And now that we're bringing light to it, people are going to start, the media's going to start talking about it. He's approaching, possibly 400 turnovers for the year.
That's a ton.
So it becomes difficult in the playoffs.
We got this guy off to the side all about this Russell Westbrook. That conversation, the MVP conversation, it's one that we have daily behind the scenes here on 120 Sports.
He's right behind him.
No doubt about
Westbrook right behind him.
A ton of turnovers.